on this present time is global warming. But Revelation has a word to say about that. So based on these descriptions, which one describes the Christ? Which one describes the anglicized, according to the mispronunciation, Jesus Christ, or really Jesus Christos, Yehoshua HaMoshiach, according to Revelation chapter 1, verses 14 to 15. Does this one have hair like wool? Does this one have hair white as wool? Does this one have eyes as a flame of fire? Does this one have feet like burnt brass? Is this one to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone? According to Revelation chapter 4, verse 3. The answer, the logical and the honest, the correct answer to all of these are no. This is the image of the Antichrist. This is the image of the Antichrist. This is that image which they now have caused to both speak and live through the Mel Gibson Passion of the Christ and all the other movies that they have done with the false image. You know what I'm saying? And it matters a whole lot what image, because it says that they will worship the image of the beast. Now let's touch on jasper and sardine stone. It's very important to touch on jasper and sardine stone, because many hear this, but then they don't know what these stones look like. At that time, people had a better idea, but a lot of us may not know what jasper and sardine stone looks like. Jasper is an opaque variety of quartz. Its color is described as being reddish, brown, or even yellow in color. What about sardine, or what they call sard? What is a sard stone? Sard is orange or red to brownish red, or what they call chalcedony or chalcedony. Now what's very interesting about these colors, not only do it describes the Ethiopian or the black and the true Hebrew complexion, the original, should we say, Hebrew complexion, but it also connected with the emerald. In that one verse, Revelation chapter 4 and 3, do we have the banner of salvation according to Psalms. In this very same verse here, we have the banner of salvation. Because if we look at the colors of jasper, of sardine, and of the emerald, we basically have red, gold, and green. You understand? But the green, it says, you understand? The green, this rainbow, which is inside the throne, it says incite light to an emerald. So the primary or the upper color, green, is on top. You understand? But if we count from the foot upward, we'll count red, you understand? Equaling the jasper, you understand? Or even, it depends on the type of jasper, maybe yellowish in color. So we have the jasper, which ranges from a reddish brown or yellow in color. And then the sardine, which is orange, and the lion basically color is an orange color. There's actually 4 colors on the flag, but mainly people see 3 colors on the flag. Orange to red to brownish red, chalcedony, and then we have the green. So in this vision of Johannes Rai, you understand, vision of Revelation in chapter 4, verse 3, do we have the red, gold, and green, euphemistically speaking, or the aranguade, bicha, and the K within the jasper, the sardine, and the emerald. Now let us now ask, because we're comparing which one, based on the biblical descriptions, because the Bible has to agree, be logical with itself and with the available evidence. Based on these descriptions, let us describe the Christ, or the Moshiach, Yehoshua, Jesus Christos, or Jesus Christ, according to the scripture. We just asked, did this one have hair like wool, like pure wool? No. We asked, does this one have hair white as wool? No. Does this one have eyes as a flame of fire? No. Does this one have feet like burnt brass? No. Is this one to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone? No. But now this one, this Son of Man, this Ancient of days who did sit in 1930 having that pure wool. You understand? And to the very fulfillment, we now see him with the woolly here, the same woolly here, but now the woolly here is just like Revelation chapter 1 verses 14 to 15. You understand? Every description that's mentioned here, you understand, is fulfilled in Qedamawi Haile Selassie, from his hair and his head and his ears being white like wool, as white as snow, his eyes being as a flame of fire, his feet being like to fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace, and his voice, this is what's very interesting, the voice of Negusha Negesh Zechopia Qedamawi Haile Selassie B'Malatachin, you understand, fulfills this as well. His voice as the sound of many waters, as the sound of many waters. So let's ask ourselves, by comparison, is the hair of the King of Kings like pure wool? Yes. Is his hair white as wool? Yes. Are his eyes like a flame of fire? Yes. Are his feet like burnt brass? Yes. Is he who is him, the King of Kings, like to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone? And the key thing is this too as well. This one that Revelation in the book of Daniel describes in a real-time logical manifestation must be a king, you understand, upon a throne which is Davidic in its very origin. And this is only fulfilled in Qedamawi Haile Selassie, the King of Kings of Ethiopia. So now we have this fulfillment of Christ in his kingly character. But many of y'all have been taught half-truths about what's going to happen and what's the order of these events, these biblical prophetic events. So although you can see that this is logical, factual, and it has the evidence to prove it, you say, but what about what Reverend Bacon and Pastor Pork Chops told you was supposed to happen, or some TV lying evil evangelist told you? You understand? Well, first of all, you can tell that they have given you the antichrist image. This is what they have sought to burn into your frontal lobe. The antichrist is pale, blonde-haired, blue-eyed image of their Zeus, Jesus. They blaspheme the name with the whole J and the Z sound instead of the S sound, even if it was coming from Greek. But we know that the Jesuits are the ones who invented the J. It's the Jesuits. You understand? The Jesuits invented the J. And notice the Z too, which links to the pagan ritual and the pagan heathen Zeus cult. You understand? It deals with Antichrist instead of Christ. You understand? So now you need to confront your so-called pastor and preacher and others with these facts. And if they tell you that it does not matter, then just say to them, it does matter. That's why it is written. Amen. 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 Amen.
Okay.
Now the truth has overcome the lies, the good news of His Majesty in His Christ. And it is vital that we raise our tribal flag, the flag of the conquering lion of the tribe of Yehuda.